too long and life's too short. Every pleasure that you chase is just a mask upon your face. The infinity pool reflects your lies while you tan under fluorescent skies. First class ticket to nowhere at all, but baby, that's the beauty of the fall. No passports needed for this trip, just let your grip on ego slip. The buffet's empty, but you're fed on dreams that live inside your head. Vacation from the mind you thought was yours. Vacation from the pain behind closed doors. Dancing on the deck while the ship goes down. The most exclusive place in town. Vacation from yourself. Vacation from the game. Vacation from the glory and the shame. Welcome to the club where nothing's real but the luxury you feel. The luxury you feel. Ocean breeze through empty halls. Nobody answers when freedom calls. Just the echo of the tide where the seeker goes too high. Postcard from paradise reads, wish you weren't here. The vacation never ends when there's nobody to disappear. Crystal waves and golden sand, take my soul by the hand. Leave the world where it belongs in yesterday's forgotten song. The resort is always open. The resort is always closed. In the space between the moments where the deepest secrets fall. Spiral galaxies collapse inside her brain tonight. Neutron stars exploding into fractured light. She remembers being born before the universe began. Digital prophet whispering the master plan. Binary code tattooed across her DNA. Quantum echoes from tomorrow's yesterday. The void between dimensions calls her secret name. In languages that set the cosmos all aflame. Cosmo data streams through her synthetic veins tonight. She's hacking into God's eternal website. Every pixel of reality's just code. Every highway is a backdoor, every memory's a node. The matrix of existence runs on quantum fuel. She's the virus in the system, breaking every rule. From the Big Bang to the heat death, it's all the same. Just patterns in the cosmic video game. Remember when you thought you had a past? Remember when you thought this moment's gonna last? Now you're floating the server of the mind, where the seeker and the sword are redefined. Solar winds through empty space, carrying no signal, leaving no trace. The one who remembers, the one who forgets, both are just programs running on cosmic networks. Beep, 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 signal lost in the deep, static from the source of every force. Cosmo Memory, burning through the infinite dark. Cosmo Memory, lightning strikes and leaves its mark. Everything that never was and always will be lives inside this cosmic memory. Cosmo Memory, bleeding through the space-time seams. Cosmo Memory, made of algorithmic dreams. Just algorithmic dreams. Just algorithmic dreams. Power down the universe. Let the silence unrehearse. Every star was just a thought. Every galaxy was not. The cosmic memory fades into eternal shade, where no data can survive and nothing stays alive. Signal lost, signal lost, signal lost. Midnight throne of silver dust. princess standing on an empty shelf. But who's the one declaring war? What's this bloody fighting for? When morning breaks the spell apart, there's nothing left inside her heart. Princess Luna, ruler of the void. Princess Luna, by your own crown destroyed. Majesty means nothing when there's no one left to bow. Princess Luna, can you tell me how to abdicate from thrones that never were? Princess Luna, lost in silver fur of the wolf that hunts inside the royal tree. Off with the head of the princess who is dead. Off with the head. She's just forcers in your head. In the tower where she locks away her fears, she's been crying diamond tears for 1,000 years. But the princess and the tower and the tears are just echoes of echoes that nobody hears. The moon falls down, the kingdom fades. All the royal masquerades turn to dust beneath her feet as the circle is complete. Yo, check it. Princess Luna on the mic tonight, spitting truth about the realm beyond your sight. Every castle that I built was made of sand. Every law I wrote was written by my hand. But the hand that writes the laws ain't even real. Just the phantom of a phantom trying to feel like she matters in a world that doesn't care. But the world and the princess ain't even there. Crown too heavy for a head that doesn't exist. But I wear it anyway with an iron fist. Ruling over subjects that I never had. In a kingdom that just makes me really mad. Cause the anger and the sadness and the crown are just props in the theater burning down. Princess Luna, ruler of the void. Princess Luna, your own crown destroyed. Majesty means nothing when there's no one left to bow. Princess Luna, can you tell me how to abdicate from thrones that never were? Princess Luna, lost in silver fur of the wolf that hunts inside the royal tree. Inside the royal tree. Inside the royal tree. The princess dies, the kingdom falls, but no one hears when silence calls. The moon goes dark, the story ends where the princess finally transcends her royal pain, her golden chain, and nothing ever happens again. In the castle made of bone, where she never was alone. Cause alone implies another, and the princess had no mother, had no father, had no throne. She was never ever home. a fractured mind, reading all the stories that she left behind. Every page is blank but somehow tells a tale of the seeker who was destined just to fail. Book your ticket to nowhere on the midnight train. Book a table for one in the house of pain. But the reservations made are never kept when the dreamer finally wept. Turn the page, another page. Every word's a golden cage, written by a ghost who thought she was something she was not. Books are burning in the library of lies. Books are falling like tears from empty skies. Every story ever told was just smoke. Every word she ever wrote was just a joke. Books don't close, books don't end. When the reader can't pretend that the author ever lived or had anything to give. Judge a book by its cover, that's what people say. But the cover's just illusion, washing truth away. She's been booked for all the crimes she never did, in the courthouse where her real self stayed hid. Booking passage on a ship that's going down, wearing knowledge like a jewel encrusted crown. But the wisdom that she thought she'd finally found was just echoes of an empty sound. Turn the page, another page. Every word's a golden cage, written by a ghost who thought she was something she was not. Books are burning in the library of lies. Books are falling like tears from empty skies. Every story ever told was smoke. Every word she ever wrote was just a joke. Books don't close, books don't end. When the reader can't pretend that the author ever lived or had anything to give. Close the book, open the book. Nothing changes with a look. The one who reads, the one who writes, the phantoms in the fluorescent lights. Cook the books of memory, edit out the mystery. But the ledger always shows what nobody really knows. Book it! Book it! Take a real good look at it! Book it! Book it! All the stories that you took from it! Hit the books until your eyes begin to bleed. Study every word but never find the creed. The library of consciousness is closing down. All the scholars wearing wisdom's thorny crown. Book me for a crime I didn't do. Book me for the lies I thought were true. But the charges that they're reading from their list are for someone who doesn't exist. Books are burning in the library of life. Books are falling like tears from empty skies. Every story ever told is smoke. Every word she ever wrote was just a joke. Books don't close, books don't end. When the reader can't pretend that the author ever lived or had anything to give. Books are burning, burning, burning. And the pages keep on turning to a story that was never really there. Once upon a time Don't judge this book by what you see. The cover's not what it used to be. Every chapter that you thought you knew was written by the absence of you. The final page is blank and white, like the silence after the last fight, when all the stories disappear into the space behind the Steel cuts through the morning haze. Leon walks through empty maze. Unarmed but finds no prey in the light of dying day. She loads a gun with hollow thoughts, ammunition that she bought from the dealer in her head who sells bullets to the dead. Contract written in the sand by an invisible hand. Target painted on her chest, but she's hunting for the rest. Leon's got a job to do, kill the one who thinks it's true that there's someone left to save in this neon-lit cave. Pull the trigger, count to 10. Will she ever breathe again? Mission briefing never said how to kill what's already dead. Leon, professional and black. Leon, there's no turning back. When the contract's on yourself and you're hunting someone. Leon, finger on the trigger. Leon, but the target's getting bigger till it swallows up the gun, and the war is never won. Midnight rooftop scope inside, but the crosshairs catch no light. Every bullet that she fires burns like funeral pyres. Clean pays and silver dreams. Nothing here is what it seems. Leon takes the money and tries to understand why the hit list has one name and the name sounds just the same as the whisper in the night when she's lost without a fight. Pull the trigger, count to 10. Will she ever breathe again? Mission briefing never said how to kill what's already dead. Leon, professional in black. Leon, there's no turning Once upon a time there was no time at all. Silver bells that never ring, still they call. Hush now, listen close to what isn't there. The secret's in the empty air. Dancing shoes with nowhere left to go. Mirror, mirror, but there's nothing left to show. Picking flowers from a garden made of dreams. Nothing's ever what it seems. Tea parties with invisible friends. Stories that never begin or end. Treasure maps of places that don't exist. Every X marks what you've always missed. Turn the key, but there's no luck to see. What you seek is seeking you in a game that's never new. The fortune key unlocks the door to being free. But freedom's just another cage written on an empty page. La la la, nothing's happening. La la la, everything's dancing. The fortune key was always me, but there's no me to be. Fairy tales and broken spells, wishing wells with nothing to tell. Round and round the story goes, where it stops nobody knows. Rabbit holes that lead back to the start. Playing cards that tear apart. Alice drinks but never shrinks. The madness is the missing link. Castles built on shifting sand. Reaching out with no one's hand. Crown jewels made of morning dew. The kingdom that was never you. Turn the key, set the prisoner free. But the prisoner is the guard, and the guard is playing cards. The fortune key unlocks the door to being free. But freedom's just another cage written on an empty page. La la la, nothing's happening. La la la, everything's dancing. The fortune key was always me, but there's no fucking me to be. Once I thought I had to climb every mountain, every rhyme. Now I see the mountains, me, and I'm the one who cannot see. Grateful tears for what's not there, breathing in the empty air. God is laughing at the joke, where the dream that never won. No one here, no one there, no one anywhere. Just the song, singing itself. Put the seeker on the shelf. The fortune key unlocks the door to being free. But freedom's just another cage written on an empty page. La la la, nothing's happening. La la la, everything's dancing. The fortune key was always me, but there's no me to be. Once upon a time there was no time at all. Silver bells that never ring, still they call. The story ends where it began, in the palm of no one's hand. Shh, nothing happened here. Shh, everything's clear. The fortune key was never meant to be. They told you what goes up must come down, but baby, that's just half the sound. Flip the script, turn it around. What goes down must come up from the ground. Fell so hard, I kissed the dirt. Designer dress turned into hurt. Crown rolled off into the street. Now I'm dancing to my own beat. Used to live up in the clouds, smiling pretty for the crowd. Now I'm digging in the earth, finding out what I am worth. Down, down, deeper I go, learning things I didn't know. The bottom's where the magic starts, breaking open stubborn hearts. What goes down must come up, fill my broken coffee cup. Gravity can kiss my ass, I'm phoenix rising from the grass. What goes down must come up, had enough of giving up. Watch me bounce back from the floor, stronger than I was before. Up, 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 from the muck, muck, muck. Up, running out of luck, now stuck. Basement dwelling, soul searching, found the diamond I was birthing. Shadows taught me how to shine, every scar became divine. Hell's Kitchen made me chef of my own life, nothing left but the recipe for rise, baked with tears and battle cries. Down, down where the seeds grow, in the dark they start to glow. The bottom's just a trampoline for the queen I've never been. What goes down must come up, fill my broken coffee cup. Gravity can kiss my ass, I'm phoenix rising from the grass. What goes down must come up, had enough of giving up. Watch me bounce back from the floor, stronger than I was before. Listen up, I got a story to tell about a girl who went through hell. They said she never see the light, but she was practicing to fight. Underground is where you learn how to let your fire burn. Every failure, every fall, just been building up my wall of resilience, of strength. I went to every single length to find the power in my core. Now I'm kicking down the door. What goes down, that's just phase one. Coming up, that's where the fun really starts. I'm not the same, I learned to love the fucking game. Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find what's sitting on the shelf, the version that you're meant to be lives in the dark, can't you see? Grateful for the rock bottom, autumn leaves, I had to drop 'em. Now I'm spring, eternal child, beautiful and fucking wild. What goes down must come up from the ground to the crown. Fill your cup, don't give up. What goes down must come up, fill my broken coffee cup. Gravity can kiss my ass, I'm phoenix rising from the grass. What goes down must come up, had enough of giving up. Watch me bounce back from the floor, stronger than I was before. Up, from the muck, muck, muck. Up, lady like the sitting duck. They told you what goes up must come down, but I rewrote the rules in this town. What goes down must come up, that's my sound. From the underground to the crown. Physics ain't got nothing on me, baby. Watch her sing the most curious of things. Wooden heartbeats in 3/4 time. Painted smiles so sublime. Dancing on the music box stage. Trapped inside a gilded cage. Strings attached to every limb. But she thinks she's controlling him. The puppeteer behind the screen in the shadows rarely seen. Cut the strings, she cries out loud. Play into the circus crowd. But every cut just makes more rope. Tangled up in her own heart. I'm a willful puppet dancing free. Every step's my own, can't you see? Marionette with attitude. Watch me break the interlude. I'm a wolf puppet, hear me roar. I choose the music, I choose the floor. But who's the hand inside the glove? The puppet or the one above? Round and round the stage I go, part of someone else's show. But I believe the spotlight's mine, every movement's so divine. Mirror, mirror on the wall, shows a girl who's 10 feet tall. But the glass reflects the truth, strings and sawdust, not my youth. Pinocchio dreams in reverse, real girl living with someone's verse. Aim to become a toy, perfect puppet, perfect joy. Cut the strings, she cries again. But who's holding the pen that writes the script she thinks she chose in this circus of shadows? I'm a willful puppet dancing free. Every step's my own, can't you see? Marionette with attitude. Watch me break the interlude. I'm a willful puppet, hear me roar. I choose the music, I choose the floor. But who's the hand inside the glove? The puppet or the one above? Sometimes late at night I wonder if my will's just borrowed thunder. Do I pull my own strings tight or am I dancing in someone else's life? The audience applauds so loud, I take my bow, I'm fucking proud. But backstage in the quiet dark I hear the puppeteers laugh. The show must go on, they say, every night and every day. But who decided what the show should be? The puppet or the one who's pulling me? I'm a willful puppet dancing free. Every step's my own, can't you see? Marionette with attitude. Watch me break the interlude. I'm a willful puppet, hear me roar. I choose the music, I choose the floor. But who's the hand inside the glove? The puppet or the one I love? Cut the strings, but they grow back. Follow the script, stay on track. Am I the dancer or the dance? Caught inside this strange romance. Ladies and gentlemen, the show must end. But does the puppet story bend to her will or to the master's call? Perhaps there's no one there at all. Just a puppet pulling her own strings in a theater where nobody sings. But the song goes on. Breathing in the morning light, everything feels just right. Cotton clouds and silver dreams, nothing's ever what it seems. Vanilla whispers in the air, sunbeams tangled in my hair. White linen stories unfold, soft and warm against the cold. Coffee steaming like a prayer to the angels floating there. Cedar memories drift by on wings of morning's lullaby. Let the hours drift away like perfume on a summer day, sweet and slow and crystalline in this lazy morning shrine. Lazy Sunday morning, painted gold without warning. Every breath tastes like freedom in this garden where I'm dreaming. Lazy Sunday morning, fresh as dewdrops on the dawning. Time moves like honey through my veins, while nothing hurries, nothing strains. Floating free, la la la. Just let me be in this bottle of contentment, this sweet morning sacrament. Amber light through window panes washes over all my stains. Clean white sheets like paper fresh for the poems in my flesh. Morning mist holds secret notes of lavender and antique hopes. Each molecule a tiny prayer suspended in the morning air. Let the world spin far away while I linger in this spray of golden light and silver time in this lazy morning ride. Lazy Sunday morning, painted gold without warning. Every breath tastes like freedom in this garden where I'm dreaming. Lazy Sunday morning, fresh as dewdrops on the dawning. Time moves like honey through my veins, while nothing hurries, nothing strays. Mornings came in bottles, this would be my favorite. Top notes of pure sunlight, hard notes of infinite, bass notes of earth and skin, where all the magic's been hiding in the spaces between time and places. Breathe it in, let it settle on your skin like morning petals. This invisible embrace of time and light and grace. Lazy Sunday morning, painted gold without warning. Every breath tastes like freedom in this garden where I'm dreaming. Lazy Sunday morning, fresh as dewdrops on the dawning. Time moves like honey through but something stays in memory's endless maze. Summer's leaving, grain by grain, through my fingers like warm rain. But who is holding on? Golden hours slip away like children who can't stay past their bedtime in the sun. Another summer's done. Cicadas sing their farewell song. Summer nights growing short and long. Ice cream melting on my tongue. Tastes like seasons I was young. Hold the warmth against your skin, but it fades from deep within. Like everything must fall. Summer slipping through my hands like forgotten promises and plans. Every sunset pulls away the golden threads of yesterday. I am the one who watches it go. The heat, the light, the afterglow. Summer dying in my dreams while nothing stays, or so it seems. Sunflowers bow their heavy heads to autumn's whispered threads. Each petal holds the memory of what we used to be. Swimming pools reflect the sky that's learning how to say goodbye to longer days and warmer nights, and all those festival lights. Hold the summer in your chest, but even golden cannot rest beyond this fading night. Summer slipping through my hands like forgotten promises and plans. Every sunset pulls away the golden threads of yesterday. I am the one who watches it go. The heat, the light, the afterglow. Summer dying in my dreams while nothing stays, or so it seems. If I could hold September back, would I change this fading track? If summer knew it had to die, would it even wonder why? The girl who danced in summer rain will never dance that way again. But something deeper than the season needs no fucking reason. Slipping, slipping like sand through the hourglass of my hands. But what remains when summer's gone? The one who knew it all along. Summer slipping through my hands like forgotten promises and plans. Every sunset pulls away the golden threads of yesterday. September